Count me in. Count me in. You're not count. I'll count myself in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, are you frozen?
Got you.
You had me. You had me. I was like, we froze already. We just started. What is up, guys? It is good to be back. Episode 81.
81.
Got a little Phil Kess here.
Shatan.
Hot dog mania.
Castle, no.
No? Who you going?
Shatan.
Shatan?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just thinking hot dog mania.
Well, I do love me a glizzy. Anyways, great episode we got for you guys lined up. Jay, tell them all about it.
Yeah, man, it's a good episode. We do a lot. We do some 75 hard updates for you guys. We have a lot to talk about hockey-wise. Olympics, we going? We not going? I don't know. World Juniors is starting. You know, that's one of Silk's favorite times of the year. And the NHL is in prime time strides, some of the best hockey. And we break it down for you guys in this episode. Press the button. Bring it in. Bring it in. Another episode. Another Tuesday. Got a lot to talk about on Tuesday. Thank God I have a day job.
I was mildly entertained by that. I could charge for that. That was
rapping. That's so hard, but like I just always think like I don't know. I'm a happy person, so I always got like a beat going or something. You know what I mean? Is that weird? Do other people do that?
You always gotta be like you march to the beat of your own drum.
That's right. Pum.
But you're just always walking with like a little kick. You're like the elephant from Ice Age. Just got a little just hey, hey, how you doing? Hey, fuck you.
Hey, that's dude. Oh, man.
That's you?
So much of the judgment, yeah. Like, hey, what's up, asshole? Good to see you. Like, but it's just like all in, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just all in your head. Yeah. But there's always something going on. I don't know. I try to keep it upbeat. Try to keep it light.
Keep it light.
Yeah. Keep
Once
it light.
You go light. It's always right.
That's right. I just try to keep it.
Start the episode rhyming.
Yeah, just keep the vibes. I did it again. Hit my damn knuckle on the whiffy.
Feels like knives. Might swell up. Beehives.
Oh man, that was a good.
Coming for the throne. Telling you folks, live action.
That was good. Yeah. What is up, man? It's good to see you. Happy to be back for another
Bing
episode.
Bong. We're back.
Bing bong. Hey, fuck your life. I love.
You see the dogs downstairs out front?
You know I'm going upstairs hard. You heard? Me and Chick quote that 24/7.
Like, I said it like 45 times a day at work. Just bing bong. Every time somebody got something right, like, hey, I need this transmission order. Bing bong.
My favorite is I just like Laura, like Chick would just be like, she'll like, what are you thankful for? I'd be like, beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron. That's her favorite one, man. We geek out hard to that, dude. God. And that shit, they're just thriving there in Brooklyn.
I'm 1000%. If I had the time to just record the shit that I think of in my head or the little shit I do with my girl, like the voices, you know.
Yeah.
She calls it High School Musical, but like everything I'm doing, I'll describe as I sing. Fold
Yeah.
the laundry now. Look at this. Look, I folded it twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
See, that's
just
what
like
I have.
starts to get a little
kind of what I
irritating
have.
eventually because I can do it for hours. Vacuuming
Yeah,
now, just shit in the toilet. Pu. There's something in there
yeah.
for you.
That's what I'm talking about. Always keeping the vibe going. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like I always have like a little tune. Like I might not
We're
sing what I
just
do.
beautiful,
Like
bold. We're just beautiful, bold people.
yeah, just like you said,
For BB.
maybe Biff Bold.
BW. Enough. It's getting out of hand.
It is, but hey, it's
Welcome
great to see you.
back, right? Welcome back to
Yeah.
another episode. If you're unfamiliar, I'm Silky, and this is our beautiful, lovely host, Big J.
Big J, hey guys.
Jay,
Big J, welcome.
whatever you want to call him, we call him the beautician.
Oh, I
He's
like
beauty.
that. That's nice. I'm an absolute beauty. It's good to be here. I tell you what, though, I'm whooped, bro. I'm so tired.
I don't want to hear that dumb shit. Really? Tell me about it. What day is it for you?
22, bro. I have officially surpassed attempt number 1.
Good job,
good.
dude. That's actually like that went by quick. I feel like.
Yeah, in the blink of an eye. Like, yeah.
It's also that time of the year too, though. Holiday season.
Oh yeah.
So much moving parts right now. You throw in working out
Yeah.
today. It's like
you're almost done.
I'm on 67.
How crazy!
It's exactly how I thought it would be. It's at this point now where it's like I'm not counting anymore. I'm not like before. I was like, oh, I got this many days. I'm not. It's just like this is what I do now. I work out twice a day. I'm eating 7 meals a day. This is what I do. I had chicken and rice 4 times today, but
God bless.
Yeah, like shakes. How are you feeling though?
I feel good. Like I'm tired right now. Like I've had some longer days lately, but man, like I feel good though. Like other like energy wise, like during the day, I feel like I don't have really spikes and drops of energy. I just kind of have like constant energy. You know, like I feel like just on one level until I'm like, fuck, I'm whooped. You know what I mean? So I like sit on the couch, and that's what I did. Like, I do it every time. Like I text you, I'm like 30 minutes. You're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, the couch, and like then I'll just go sink in the couch. You know what I mean? I get too comfy. But dude, the work. I'm like a fucking cardio killer right now, bro. I'm just on it. I'm on it. You guys, you and fucking fourth line got me out here running hills. Just going out I see you jogging at like 1:40 in the morning or whatever. 12:40.
I got home from hockey and I was like, if I just go to sleep right now, I'm gonna be sore as fuck. And I was like, I'll just go do for a light jog. I'm not gonna sprint like just right at the point where you're about to break a sweat, but you know. And up here, it's fucking 29 degrees that night. You know, it's already snowing up here, so. It was I still had the little bit of warmth from leaving the rink and showering because you know even if after you shower and shit leave the rink, you know you're still a little upbeat from skating, especially 2-hour skate. And I was like, man, I gotta do something, right? And that's wild. I'm not a runner, you know that. That's actually the first time in the 75-day challenge, day 68, that I've ran outside.
Right, that's wild.
Everything else but run. I'm not a runner. I don't know why. I think it's because it's hard. I'll be honest with you. It is hard. It's hard. It's legit hard.
Look, it's hard, but I tell you what, man, I kind of I used to call the runner's high bullshit, and I'm far from a runner. Like, don't get me twisted, like off the break. But I do a lot of jogging and like sprints. And my whole goal, it's like the same thing when I skate. When I skate, I'm just like keep stride, like do not coast. You know, like that's my goal when I skate. I'm like, you're not going to coast. Like if you coast, you're not doing anything. You know, so like usually what I'll do is I'll take 2 warm-up laps with the puck and the stick, you know, and I'll get out there, do some dangles and just kind of get like my hips warm. Then I'll come back, I'll drop off my stick and the puck. I'll go skate a couple more laps. I skated today. I did the hill 4 times, you know, skated up it. And I was thinking about it when I was doing it. I was like, I don't know what's harder, running up the hill or skating up the hill. I feel like it should skating for sure. It's all on the hip. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, like when you get to the top,
you're at that angle, it's an explosive movement with your, outside. What are they, abductors? Yeah,
it's the adductors that are so like that's my biggest stretch in my hips. But like I get it, like because I skated today, smashed chest and by, and I did so there towards the end. So like usually what I do is in between each set, like let's say I'm doing like flat bench, so I'll do my 4 sets before, and then I'll set up like flies, right? Well, before I start my flies, I'll run down the street. I used to run to the stop sign and back. It's like a decent little jog. It's nothing crazy, but I did it just to keep you good.
Yeah.
The baby, everything fine?
Somebody's dog's attacking somebody. I don't know.
But so I used to run from my driveway to the stop sign and then back. I would just jog it out to keep the heart rate up, get me sweating before I go into the next set, you know? And I got like, I finished my chest portion of the workout and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start. I was like, I'm going to jog in between. Like I wasn't doing this. I skated so hard. Like I did the hill like 4 times before I came back in. I was like, I'm not going to jog. And then I was like, bro, I just started busting down the jog. And I went past the mail. I went past the stop sign and down to my neighbor's first mailbox, which is like a little bit over double the length of like the normal run. You know what I mean? And I felt good the whole time doing it. And then I went for that killer run on Sunday. Dude, I didn't realize I was out there for an hour. Like I didn't realize it. It was wild running that. I got to the hill, ran the hill like 5 sets. Came down did my normal loop a couple times. And dude, I was like, man, I feel good. Like in the soreness, I'm sore, but like I'm just battling through it and it feels good as shit on my legs this round. It's wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do.
Sorry, that was a lot. That was a lot to get out. I'm sorry, but I didn't know how to describe it.
This is your time to talk, sir. You have the
mic. But dude, the cardio, like I feel like if you started running, like you'd probably start liking it. Like you'd like, bro, this gets easier and easier because you like to do stuff the way I do it. Like once you start like getting better at it, you know what I mean? Like you just keep doing it. And like I feel like once you ran for like, if you ran like every day for like 2 weeks, you'd be in. You'd be like, oh, this is cake. Like,
all right, maybe that'll be my next challenge.
Fuck yeah, do it, dude. Like that's why I feel like I'm not like I wish we had started this, not like in summer, but like I'm definitely going to do another round of it in the spring just because I feel like I'm limited with what I can do, you know, because of the weather. You know, like it's a shitty time of the year to be working out outside every day. Like it sucks. So like I feel like in the spring I'll be able to take more advantage of it and push it a little bit more on the cardio. Like the spin bike has definitely saved me, but I just want to push it on the feet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it because it feels good. I feel it translating. Like I'll do sprints. I'll do a lot of stop and go just to like, because that's all it is in, you know, hockey. You know what I mean? Go 10 feet that way, stop 10 feet this way, and just do that, and then sprint it out. You know, and then keep the jog going. It's coming together. I fuck with it.
That's what's up. Sounds like you're really putting in the fucking effort. How's the diet?
Yeah, man, it's going well, dude. I'm just 100% locked in, bro. Like I'm right back in that. You know, I'm just 100% locked in. Like. I'm just all in. Like I'm all in. Yeah. Like I was thinking about it and I was like, nothing's going to stop me. And I was like, hold on. I was like, be thankful for where you're at. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know, let's keep doing the things what you're doing. And, you know, like, cause I was like, what if something comes up? And I was like, fuck, don't even think about it. You know, like just keep on the track, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm healthy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the being outside in the cold air has helped a little bit, you know, but, you know, I just want to be healthy and go finish hard on this one and then, you know, see what's next.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, you're going to smoke it. Time's flying by for you already.
It is. It doesn't even feel like it, bro. It's crazy.
It is. I'm pretty excited to, not going to lie, have a glass of wine.
Yeah, I bet.
I've had a couple of nights where I just wanted to relax and have a glass of wine on
the
couch. You know?
I get it.
So I'm excited for that. But the gains are real. It's happening. Other than my biceps, which I'm just fucking over them. I'm over them. I fucking curl the 10 of 50 times. I can curl the 35. It doesn't matter. You want to go 5x5, 4x12, 7 by 20. I've done it on the biceps. I've done all the different things. I'm just going to have to take T-ball for my biceps.
Yeah.
But everything else is coming in. The shoulders look good. I'm getting vascular. I'm getting a nice pump in the chest. I felt massive today. I felt real big today. I started off
that's good.
First thing in the morning, just smashing deadlifts. I'm just in there clanking weights, just barely waking up, yawning. Still got the fucking sleep in my eye.
I've been loving deads lately, bro.
I just want to I want to be a monster with it. Like, fuck chest day, fuck all that shit. I want to be a monster on the deadlift, bro. Like the benching and all that. I haven't even really touched flat bench as far as.
I only do it because I have to.
Dumbbell.
Like,
I've been all dumbbells, man.
Yeah, you know I'm a dumbbell guy.
I'm not big on the let's throw on plates on the chest, and
I hate it.
I don't do that for some reason.
Nope. Nah, the only reason why I do it is because it's the only thing I have. Like my dumbbells go to 52, and you know that's
not. Yeah, I'm doing 75s over here. That's nothing for you.
Oh, that's nice, bro. Yeah, the 75s. That's nice.
Yeah, especially now because I've got it to where it's not like before where like I had to like force them.
it feels good.
I can hit one, and then I can alternate single arm real slow, and I'm just 3 seconds explode up.
Man, that's so good.
With 75.
That's because you got all that. Now you've got all that, support. Like with that, like I was telling you, just all that body, like that's supportive. Because before, like you're just forcing your body to work out, like you don't have all the secondary muscle. You know what I mean? And then like now, like
I really feel it in
foundation.
My core.
Yeah, you've got your foundation.
If I focus on tightening my core when I come back on my chest before exploding up to like my first set.
Yeah.
Lock in my core, get everything tight, lock the shoulders, and just squeeze and get them there. And then once I get up, I can kind of adjust again. And then
get your shoulder blades set.
It's just control at that point. Just control, squeeze, control. And my
I fuck with it.
Just from doing
that. And you just think you're just like chest, like you just think chest, like don't even think about your, just keep. That's how I think. I just think about that muscle. Like when I'm working out that muscle, like I'm like chest all day. Like that's all. Then I'm just like, all right, bring it back down. Like don't think about your tricep. Don't think about your, your bicep. Slowing it back down. I'm just like focus all that mind power right where you want it to go.
And you can, if you're doing it right, when you're contracting, I think would be the word. When you're contracting and coming down, if you're doing it right, your angle's right, your squeeze, your grip, because that's important too. I found out if you over squeeze or under squeeze,
you waste strength and shit.
You gotta light, almost like a in the middle squeeze for me, just enough to keep it in my palms without sliding, and then you just focus on the weight. It's when you're hitting those quick reps. That's when you start your rear delts, your front delt. Yeah, when you're just trying to push them. But when you're really focused, dude, 75 feels like 110s to me.
Yeah, so like remember, like on almost every workout, I do open palms like on everything. I try not to grip unless I have to grip. Thumbs. Yeah, like literally it's just here to hold it. Like I'm not because you can waste strength like that and you tire out your forearm. You know what I mean? Like
that's why my forearms we're always so tight. So I'm trying to stay even when I'm doing back. I'm trying to just
yeah, it's weird, man. I like when I do pull downs and like lat pull downs, I just have this thing where it's like, all right, make hooks. That's it. Like don't squeeze. Like you just make hooks.
Man,
focus on
your pulling elbows down.
Man, it's so good to see. Man, it's so good to see. Like, because I'm no expert by any means. I've just been, I've been lifting a long time, and I always told you like these are my favorite workouts, the ones that we do. I'm like, these are my favorite, and this is why I like it. And I always told you that. And it's just like, man, it's good to see you. I just planted the seed.
You did.
And it's just good to see you. Like, man, it's good. It's good. I just like the lifestyle is good. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought about this today when I was just going ham on the deadlifts. I was like, I remember when me and you like were doing them, and I was having trouble because of my legs and
like your form
and everything. And we talked to a couple guys when I was there, and now it's just like I just get after it.
Yeah,
I just get after it. And what really helped it was cables, to be honest with you. Practicing on cables, because with cable you can really control the weight more, and then I can focus more on form. Whereas when you have that barbell on there with some weight, you're either going to go no weight, which really isn't going to do anything for you, or you're back to focusing on that weight, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
with the cables, I was able to just focus on form, and once I got used to just lightly glaze the shin over the knee, boom.
Yeah,
I just
like even me, like it's crazy because I've gotten help with my deadlift and I've helped people with theirs, and I remember just like watching your mechanics. I'm like, I don't know, like it's like your knees. I remember your knees would be like they weren't over your toes, but it just you couldn't clear them with the bar. You know what I mean? Like it was just like the weird mechanics of you being tall,
but like staying at it and learning and reading up on it. And that's what makes the difference between just a guy who goes to the gym and someone like us that's trying to get better at that shit. Is I not only just like gave up, but I figured out what was going on. I had pushed my hips back a little more when I'm coming up, and that straightened up my arch, let go of my lats a little bit, allow the arms to move just a little bit, not a lot, but just enough for that to come over. And dude, it's just monster now. It's just monster time.
Yeah,
dude, I just can't wait to hit 3 plates. When I can hit 3 plates on the dead, boy.
Yeah. What are you repping right now on the deadies?
So my back during season, I'm not trying to go too heavy, because if I go too heavy on my lower back during the season, it kills me with hockey. So right now I'm just doing 4x12s with the 45s.
Okay, that's straight. So
I'm at the point now where I know. You know what I'm saying? Like when I warm up with a 50, I'm like, oh, I'm hitting 75s today. You just know when you're doing it.
Well, that's the thing too with deadlifting, man. You'd really be surprised with what you can lift. Like
I've seen like scrawny guys pulling plates.
Yeah,
they got belts and they got the
go raw though, man. Like do it raw. Like I don't get into a belt.
Like, I've never used a belt.
I used to, like when I used to pull like 415, like that was the shit. 4 plates, like that was the shit, man. Like, and like I had to do it then, but like I don't want to get to that. I just want to, like you said, 315. I want to be 315 and rep. Like that's where I want to be and just like feel good. Like like I rep with 225 right now. I do 4 sets. I'll do a warm up with a 135. Then I go right to 225, 3 sets of 225. I did 285 the other day, and I was like, damn, it's a little heavy. Like I was like, I'm not quite ready to rep. You know what I mean? I did like 3 of them, and I was like, that's just heavy. And I was like, let me build a little bit more before I just start diving in, because I just want to take it slow especially with my calorie deficit. I can't just go ham. Like I have to like literally it's weird. Like when I'm working out, I have to exert but conserve at the same time. Like it's weird. I make my cap a lot lower, like just to keep, so I have the endurance to get through the workout. It's weird. I've had to change everything. Like it's wild to figure it out. Because I was going heavy in the like last round, like in the beginning, I would go so heavy and I'd be gassed. Like come my third set of something, I'm like, bro, I can't do anything. Like I got nothing left. So like this time I just curved the weight. It's still progressive, but at a way lower scale.
That's awesome.
Feels good, man. That was a good. Yeah. Fucking love, man. It's good to see shit clicking and working because it feels good. I was taking a shower and I was like, oh, that's more dense. Like, you know, like when you start feeling things, you're like, that's dense. Like, yeah, it's a good feeling.
Hell yeah, dude. I was at an incline yesterday.
This is the most bro conversation. It's the most bro conversation.
I had like the 3 veins coming into the shoulders, and then I had 3 veins coming down the shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking took a photo today. I could still see him. I was like, the pump is still there. It's a day later, and the pump is still there. I was like, yeah, so tight. And then I'm about to get supplements soon. Once my 75's over, I did it all natural, clean, just whey protein. I'm gonna fucking get in. I'm gonna do a test booster. I'm gonna do BCA.
Yeah.
I've already got it planned out. I'm gonna go hard, and I'm just gonna keep eating and just keep eating and just keep eating. And then summer, I'm just gonna smash like a 1 month, maybe 4 week max, maybe less. Just cut.
All right.
And just see where I'm at. Just see what I look like.
Yeah. I like it. Good goals.
And then I'll just keep adding, right? Just keep adding. I feel like this 75-day challenge has really done 2 things for me. I'm no homo. I kind of admire the guys that lift and that are on Instagram. I wish I had that. I was able to do that. Wish I could do that shit. Some of them, like the swollenness. So like,
I'm not laughing at you. I'll tell you why after.
This is showing me that no matter my size, just go out there, put myself out there. But also at the same time, I'm building a great foundation. I've instilled things in me from the 75-day challenge. Like there's a lot of shit, like I said at the beginning, that I knew that there's gonna be things I didn't expect, and that's one of the things I didn't expect. Now, bro, if I'm posting now at 210, and you see how scrawny I am still, if I keep at it, boy.
You're gonna do this. You're gonna do the flashback like in 2 years, and it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like
I want that. I would love that. That's actually a goal of mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's good, man. No, I'm laughing because I had a guy I work with, my buddy Paul. Like he's in the lifting, and like he was a big guy. Like he was 3 bills, and now he walks around at like 210. Yoked. He's like me, short and wide, both Hispanic background. Short and wide. Well, and I was texting. I was like, man, I was like, no homo, dude. But I was like, I gotta chill on the weightlifting on my Instagram. Like my explore page is nothing but jack dudes and fucking jack girls. Like it's nothing but hilarious. It's like nothing but like that. And I feel whack because like I'll open it in public and I'm like, God, dude, it's like all dudes, hockey players. There's a chick. Okay, click on the chick. Like it's nothing but workout. It's nothing but workouts, hockey, and like female. Like it's because that's what I'm into. Like it's what I follow. It's like
that happened to me last night. For a
variation of a workout, like
on the couch, I'm scrolling TikTok before bed. And she's like, "Do bodybuilders just use the same song?" And just everything on my scroll was just a bodybuilder posing. It's all the same song. You were born in darkness. Yo, that's hilarious. Those are the same cats I'm trying to be. I want to get on that level. I want to be able to.
Yeah, bro. It's that one and like, come on, Kakara.
Yeah. Yo. Oh my God. It's hilarious. I could probably open my TikTok and just have it like this, and you could probably guess what's on the fucking screen.
It's so luncheon. Yeah, every now and again there's like a bow, 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 but it's rare. It's mostly like, yo, what are we driving? Burp. Like, dude, it's all yeah, the TikTok algo is so wild.
Yeah.
It's all
I'm in the horseshoe repair or anything like you, but
No, that's only on Facebook. That's my Facebook
that's a
algorithm.
Facebook algorithm.
Yeah, it's what I don't know how I ever came
Platform
across
has
it.
its own thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's what I keep the metaverse guessing. They never know what I they never know what I really like.
Instagram is hockey and cars. TikTok is bodybuilding conspiracy for me. I don't go on Facebook that much.
Yeah, I only use Facebook for like checking in with family and then like for streaming. Like that's it. Like I don't use it for anything else. I don't fucking I'll post a random thought, but that's few and far between.
Man.
Oh boy, that was good.
I wish we could get at it to having that conversation. I wish we could, it felt like old days.
Yeah, I just got energy. Like I was telling you how gassed I was, and I was like, yeah. Keep telling me, let's go work out right now.
I wish we could get a session in. That'd be great, man.
Yeah, it's gonna happen soon.
Bro, let's talk some hockey. There's
a
lot to talk about.
Let me pull up my notes. NHL.
I'll start off. Let's start off with the Olympics. Is this gonna happen? Are we? As far as hockey players go, if you get COVID, from what we're hearing, is you would be locked down in China for 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
A lot of players.
So this is what I want. This is like my favorite topic of today. Like I've seen a lot. I've been watching on it. I saw Biz and Witt's input on it. It's like, man, like the Olympics is a big deal. I see a lot of people saying focus on the NHL. We got enough to deal with. Me personally, like you just said, it's in Beijing, China. The COVID restrictions, bro. If you test hot 5 weeks, you're there. No pay. You're just there in a hotel room, isolated. Like, is it even worth the risk? Like, in my opinion, like, is it worth? Yeah, but the Olympics is such a big deal. But I'm like, not at the extent of these rules. Like, how crazy is that?
And also, I think here's another thing. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. I know if I was in the position to win a gold medal for my country, it's something I would definitely want to do. And it's a small window given how often the Olympics come around. But what's more important? Right? I feel like that's the question being asked as a player. Do I want to jeopardize winning the cup and affecting my team and my paycheck? Or do I want to accomplish something for my country and for myself?
Right. But what's the chance? Like, what, like, man, like
guys are getting popped left and right in the NHL. We're seeing
in the NHL.
That's not even overseas. So we go to China where the China virus came from. Listen, no conspiracy theory here, but if they wanted to, they could fuck us.
They could trap a lot people.
Yeah. 5 weeks is a long time, bro. It's a long time not to be with
and
that's a long time to not get paid.
You have to be negative before you can leave.
Yeah, so after 5 weeks, you're still showing something, or they keep popping you with faulty tests or something. Who knows, right?
Not only that, but like you said, not we'll stick away from the rabbit holes, but it's already been proven that just because you had the vaccine, you can still pop hot. Like you can still carry the virus, you can still contract the virus. Like so, literally, there's no, like at this point, the only benefit will be going is to win a medal for your country. But the risk versus reward, man, I know gold is a beautiful thing, but holy crap.
I think this is where we bring back non-NHL players.
Yeah, I agree.
But here's the thing. And it looks like the NHL is trying to compromise, and not immediately, but for future reference to maybe just keep NHLers out of the Olympics and stop having these issues, is the World Cup of Hockey, bringing it back more often. And I'm all for that.
Yeah.
The last time they did it was amazing. First time in my generation, I believe, that we got to experience that, or maybe not, but from what I can remember,
right?
And Team North America was deadly. USA was deadly. Canada, Sweden, Russia. Like, there's so many deadly teams.
Yeah,
way better than I think, maybe even than the Olympics.
Well, just that, I think besides that, the international play to me is such a big deal for the States because hockey isn't that, it's still not even a top 5. It might be top 5 now, but to have those international teams, like I was watching a game on the network earlier, Prague and someone. I can't remember the team. I'm blanking on it right now, but I was watching an international game. I'm like, dude, this is something that we don't get to see. I was like, man, this is different hockey. Like just watching them play, like it's cool to bring that to the mainstream, that international play, and the World Cup is a big deal. Like we love World Juniors, you know what I mean? And we're gonna talk about them next.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna get on that. Yeah.
Man, such a big deal. And like you said, with the Olympics being 4 years and, we got the NHL, but man, I thought the international play is clutch.
No, 1000%. I agree with you there. I think we send the young guns, the college guys, the entry level guys over. Not saying they're less valuable. They can catch, but they're not going to be as much as an effect.
This is a league. Like, you have to keep the league going. Like, imagine if
let's just say the Russians, the entire Russian team got COVID, out for 5 weeks. Kuznetsov, Kucherov, all these players. Almost the Metropolitan Division would be fucking wiped out.
Right.
There's so many great players that would. That's just one team.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not worth it. I feel like it's really not worth the risk, especially this year with everything going on. And honestly, to be an Olympian with how politicized everything is, it's like, Jesus, like, can we get back to what it was about, but I get it. It's a wild time.
Yeah. The Summer Olympics just failed miserably in my eye. I love the Olympics. I really do. But the Summer Olympics just was.
Well, it was wild because everything was dated 2022 and it was all in 2021. Like, I remember I'll be at a supply house. I'm like, oh, the Olympics are on. I'm like, why does everything say 2020? And they spent all those money on all those elaborate volleyball courts and they built things for the Olympics and no one was even there.
Which is another waste of money of mine. Is you go look at the Olympic stuff that gets built for these events, and then as soon as they're done, they're not used. Some countries use them for other things, but most they're just run down, abandoned.
That's how FIFA is. Like, you ever watch the documentaries on FIFA, dude? If you got some time, dive into those. I think there's one on Netflix, but it's talk about how FIFA raises this, like, they launder this money and they build these stadiums in like remote part. Like, they built this. The one I watched was about Brazil. They built this remote stadium in Brazil where the locals didn't even have water, but they built this $40 million stadium. You know what I mean? They spend all this money on a stadium, but the locals don't even they use well pumps. They wait in line to use one well pump for the whole town. And like, they build this stadium, they play 5 soccer games in it, then it's abandoned. Just gone forever, like never used again. It's crazy. You gotta check that out.
Wow. How fucked up is that shit?
It's just shows you the divide, the wealth divide, It's wild.
Yeah. World Juniors is coming though. It's December.
Yes.
I'm excited. And big news already out of Canada's camp. Connor Bedard, 16-year-old, makes the roster.
So wild.
Only other players to do that is what Gretzky, Lemieux, Spezza.
Yeah. The list is very short. Yeah. It's incredible, bro.
Gonna be deadly.
Comparing him to Connor McDavid already, it's wild. Like, they're, I saw the interview.
Said it was going to come. McDavid's been around for a few years now. There's around that time where we might start seeing someone that's of that caliber, right?
They're only going to get better, more creative. Like, especially when you're younger.
Yeah, look at Zegras. Look at Cole Caulfield. Look at Hughes. These guys are the real. Austin Matthews, another example coming into the league. So yeah, I think the World Juniors are going to be. Canada has a chip on their shoulder. Believe that.
Yeah, for sure.
So USA is going to have to bring their A game. USA's first day camp was today as well. Well, not as well, but today's was the first day camp for USA, and the roster isn't as magnificent or stars.
Yeah, I read
starstruck as the Canadian roster, but I mean that's every year, right?
Yeah. Always. And I feel like as Americans, they're underdogs in the sport. They really are. Like, this is Canada's game, and they take a lot of pride in that. So to have the talent that we have on the U.S. team is wild to me in the first place. Half the team has already signed rookie, two-way contracts and stuff like that. Like, and they're in their last year of their college, and some of these guys are in juniors. Like, it's crazy. I saw a couple U18 guys on there. Like, it's wild.
Yeah. Speaking of Canada too, and our boys, the Washington Capitals, Lapierre, not making the final cut, but I don't think the final roster is set yet. I think he's still on the outskirts, which is crazy to me. Kid starts the NHL season, and how's that guy not get a look? Yeah,
it's very political. It's very political. I expect, dude. All it is they just they have to build the lineup and go from there. But yeah, I'm excited for that though. That's definitely going to be. That's a lot of hockey You know, it's a lot of hockey, which is
I
always
fucking
good.
love it. I fucking love it. Oh man, I can't wait for the World Juniors, bro. Like, just to compete, it's a different level of compete that you can admire, you know. Plus, it's country versus country, which is always a awesome thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. World Juniors tops. This is very the tops. But to go back, like you were talking about, you were watching the Prague game. Was it Peru?
Prague or something. Yeah.
ESPN Plus has showed a couple KHL games.
Really?
Yeah. Which is tight to watch. That's a different atmosphere. It's like a soccer game as far as audience goes, like fans.
Right.
And then
I mean, that's something I've always marveled at, like European soccer and like rugby, all of those, anything European, anything not American, basically. The intensity that the fans bring, like they chant and cheer the whole time. Like, you know, it's wild to see. And that's something that I love about watching. Why don't you think
you see that in American sports? It's more of us we're there as leisure to enjoy the game and watch, whereas they're there because they love the team and support them.
Now I feel like a big thing. It's a lot of people that go to, it's just status. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I get that. A lot of people just go
like me. I absolutely fucking love the Capitals. They're my favorite team. Have I been to a game this year? No. Number one, I can't afford $90 a ticket. Two people got $40 for parking. That's $150 date night without dinner. I can't just do that. You know, like real talk. I can, but I've got priorities.
Exactly.
You know, like I can catch a game at home while still folding laundry. You know what I mean? Like I can do all
get a good night's sleep without sitting in traffic.
It's just how my brain works. Yeah, it's just how my brain works, especially right now. Like I'm committed to something else. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I miss the Cell Lounge. I miss walking in that. I miss being down. Like I literally just worked across the street from Cap One the other day at that building where I was at 720. But yeah, like up on the roof, like, or not on the roof, I'm sorry, but like on the third floor, just looking over at the Cap room and being like, man, it's so cool. Everything's right there, you know, and it's just totally different during the day. But it's like, you know, like I would love to be able to do that. Can I do it? Yeah, but like I said, it's just not on the cards right now. Like next year, I'm sure maybe, hopefully, you know, but it's just this year, it's not happening. And I don't know, man, and I feel like, especially soccer in those other countries, it's like a true brotherhood. Like those fans, like that's like a brotherhood.
Especially the European.
Yeah, like they are heavy.
Almost like gangs.
Like Tottenham.
They fight before the fucking matches. They fight during the matches in the stands. Like,
yeah, it's wild, dude. Like vuvuzelas. Like I remember, I'll never. Quick story. We were at a DC United game one time at RFK, and we had vuvuzelas, but you weren't allowed to have them inside. It made no fucking sense. So I had this vuvuzela, and I was with Randy and them, and I was like, Randy had one, and I was like, hey, give me your vuvuzela because I know they're gonna come take mine. So I took Randy's and I put it in my hoodie like this, and then I had my hood up, so I got the vuvuzela in my back. And then the whole time I was like, on this fucking, and then security guard come up, take it from me, and I was like, yeah, and then pull it out another one. I fucking love it. Like it's just, you make noise the whole time. It's the best shit. But there's no shame either. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. There's no just because stuff is viewed so differently in European countries and other countries. Like here,
dude, they got fucking smoke bombs in the fucking stands and fires.
They jump and they bring down stadiums. So they jump the whole game. They like bring down rafters and stuff. It's crazy, but yeah, just like it's a different vibe. Everything's different. But man, my flashlight's been on for a brick. But yeah, it's different though. I don't know. I wish we had that vibe, like the chant, like that. We do get the cheers in hockey, but not the constant stuff, you know?
Yeah, the closest thing would be the Islanders when they had that long chant after a goal.
Oh yeah,
that's the closest thing you get, which is annoying to be on the other side, but I admire it.
It's all 1, 2, 3. It's all your fault. Yeah, man, those are good. But getting back to where we were, World Juniors, I'm excited for it. And then it's also like a showcase of what's coming up, like in the league. You know, that's what I like about it. You get to see that.
No, that's one of my favorite parts too. You get to see an eye, and then you know when draft day comes. Now draft day has a little more value to me. It's worth watching at least the first round or second round, because I'm not a draft day guy. I don't fucking care. just because, especially like hockey, it's not like football, right? It's like hockey's more like baseball, and a lot of these guys getting drafted, you might not even see for a year or two.
Yeah, for a couple of years, 3, and they might get dealt twice before they even.
There's guys that are still in college, third, fourth year, like Bernard, who's in Michigan, University of Michigan, still, even though he's drafted. Like, it's just, he got drafted to Seattle Kraken. So, it's very interesting to see now. Okay, he was deadly this World Juniors, last World Juniors, I remember.
Only getting better.
Got drafted to the Canucks. That's a big pickup. Now it's So yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Which is we probably sound ignorant to our Canadian listeners because that's probably something like they treat like everyone over here treats the NFL like dick for training camp, draft day, like just draft day. Who the Jets gonna
what's your stats?
Yeah, like it's wild shit, right? So. Man, and what a life that would be if we would have grown up like that, huh?
Yeah, it'd be different. I'd still be a beer league butte.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the show. We got some. I want to hit another quick topics before we jump into divisionals real fast. Got to give shout out to former Capital Andre Burakovsky nailing his first career Hattie there night against Florida.
Hell yeah, looking good.
So good to see him in stride. And then speaking of the Hattie, Brady Tkachuk getting his first career Hattie up there in Ottawa, man. Big shout out to the young captain. Two great guys, two great evolving players in the league, Burakovsky and Tkachuk. Two totally different styles, but two evolving players.
Yeah. Burakovsky gets hot right now. Colorado's looking nasty. Talking about players, though, I just want to touch on Ben Bishop calling it a career after knee surgery. Sad to see him go. Was a real great goaltender when he was in his prime. So we hope the best for him in his career.
What sucks is I looked into it and he just has a torn meniscus. That's a surgery that I had 5 years ago, and he's like, if I was a forward or a defenseman, I'd be playing, but I can't. He's like, as a goalie, he's like with how fast we have to move, the butterfly torquing from that position. He goes, I can't keep up. Like, he's like, it hurts and it's going to be in it because mine still hurts. It's forever injury. Like, even though they repaired, it's still there,
Yeah,
so he just, something you can't ever come. It sucks to see it at 35 too. It makes sense. Body's not healing like it used to. I'm glad I got mine when I did. I can't imagine. I got to do my left one still. Fuck. So like, you know what I mean? It's good it sucks to see that, but I'm 35 years old. It's hard to bounce back, man. Your body doesn't regen,
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Buffalo's Alex Took has been hitting the ice. Jack Eichel also hitting the ice. Big comebacks for both of them. Supposed to play each other, I believe, in Vegas in February. So maybe
so exciting.
The first game back could be Eichel versus Took. Alex Took.
Can't wait to see Eichel back.
Huge, right?
I can't wait to see Eichel back.
That'd be deadly.
He's gonna be so good. Oh, you're gonna like this update. This one's hot, bro. Your favorite goalie, Khudobin. Dobie's been pushed down in the AHL. He cleared waivers, got claimed in the AHL.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, he just signed a big ass contract, and I called him morons then. What the fuck? Why do these? It blows my mind that these.
He had half a season.
He had a playoff run.
Yeah,
that's all he had, bro. He had a playoff run.
It was fat too, like $5 million.
Look at Leonard. Leonard's the same way. Matt Murray, he won a cup though, so that's. But he won it young. What's your career over now? Like, come on.
Yeah, like, Leonard was $20 million. He was $5 million for 4 years, like ABV. Man, fat contracts. We talk a lot about. Oh man, we're hot on contracts.
You have to applaud goaltending. Samson off for Washington. Been playing decent, I guess you could say. A real shout out though is to Soup.
Hold on. Did you just hold on? I want to make sure our listeners are listening.
I'm just surprised at this fucking record. I don't understand it. How does he do it?
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
Fuck.
A little bit of love, not as much shade.
Not love. Maybe.
I'm telling you,
just
the record
small
says
acknowledgement. He can go kick rock still.
Oh, that's so good. What were we saying though about the Capitals? I'm sorry.
Oh, Nick Backstrom back at practice as well. That'll be a huge addition for the Washington Capitals.
Yes.
TJ Oshie has to find his stride still. He's recent comeback from injury. So the Capitals are slowly getting back. Who I think they were one of the most depleted teams as far as stars.
Devastated.
Yeah.
Devastated. 7 rookies.
Yeah. 7 rookie. And there's been games that I've watched for the Washington Capitals where there's players I don't even recognize. I'm like,
yeah,
why are
last
there
week.
so many 50s? There's a 52. Mike Green's back. What is going on?
Yeah. Yes, man. Mantha's had the shoulder surgery. God bless it,
6
dude.
months, and that was 2 months ago. So he's a playoff guy.
He'll be back before playoffs.
Yeah, but
Bro,
we got to get Nicky
crazy.
back. TJ's back, but he doesn't look like TJ. Just the touches.
Man, I was calling a 50-point season on Mantha.
I was right there with you. We needed that. How unfortunate though to get traded, start getting your groove, start out hot too.
Yeah, start out hot,
and then
fit right in with the boys.
Yeah. So hopefully he bounces back.
Yeah.
Well,
Oshbe he'll get back in the mix real quick. He's got to get. I think he's got to find that stride, like you said. He'll be back.
Fucking the Islanders breaking an 11-game losing streak.
Yeah, Zach Parise netting his first in that victory.
Yep. Who knows? Been on a fucking trend. Trouba is laying the train. If you're playing the Rangers, you better keep your eye on Trouba, and he don't give a fuck. He laid out Nathan McKinnon the other night. Who was it for? Was it Detroit or Chicago? We laid out
Chicago.
Was it Chicago?
Yeah. Cleaned him out.
Another one for Boston, I believe. It's just Trouba's on a fucking wrecking spree right now, bro.
Yeah.
Dead bodies are piling up.
I mean, I felt bad. I was like, man, Mac got crushed, but the puck was in his feet. Like he just got taken advantage of. Like he had his head down for an awfully long time. Oh yeah.
One hand poke. Yeah. That's the shit that crosses your mind when you're in beer league, but you just not fast enough to do some shit like that. Let me just
not at all. He's so fucking good. Oh. But he got smashed. He was probably like, oh, my head was down for a little too long on that one, but
that goal by Cale Makar, he took it himself. Did you see the video of the bench?
Yeah.
During did he? Oh my, that's so tight. The boys getting gassed up like that for him.
Yeah.
I fucking love hockey, dude.
Yeah, it's the best. Especially when the bench gets lit, man, it's the best. There's nothing better. All right, let's jump into these divisions real fast. Let's tear through them real quick, man. Let's start with the Atlantic. Go with the Atlantic back in the number 1 spot. Got the Florida Panthers on top. 18 wins, 5 losses, 4 overtime losses, 40 points. Mm-hmm. They're actually tied with Toronto. Toronto's got 40 points as well. So Florida and Toronto are tied right there.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this plays out. I like Florida over Toronto. You know I'm a Toronto guy, but Florida's leading the league right now. Well, they're tied with Washington and Toronto. I'm sorry. But I think they have the kick. If that makes sense. The Florida has the edge, for anyone that's not car related. They have that little bump, the head start, essentially. I just think they have a more solid all-around roster. We've seen the Toronto Maple Leafs do this before. What are they going to do in the playoffs?
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing.
You look at Florida, and they had a good run. They really started out last year with Q, right?
Right.
Putting that team together. And what happened? They got knocked out by the Stanley Cup champions. And that was a completely different ball game, right? Where the divisions were set up. Toronto had an opportunity to really run their playoff squad and make it far. And did not.
I think, and we harped on it. We harped on it in the last 3 episodes, but this year it's proven time and time again, it's going to come down to goaltending. And Toronto is riding a lot on Campbell right now. And Florida's bouncing between Spencer Knight and Bobrovsky. Like they got a good 1-2 combo over there. It's going to come down to the long stretch with that goaltending.
Yep. I completely agree with you there.
So I feel like that's going to be the big one, especially between the top and because Tampa Bay is right here in 3rd place, 38 points, 17-6-4. They're right there on their heels. They're 1 win away. So then, and that's another team, former Stanley Cup champions, right back in the mix.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting race to the finish. Tampa Bay is right there as well, and the fact that they're missing arguably 3rd, 4th best player in the league, Kucherov, is scary. I do not have an update on Braden Point. And Boston is not really starting to do anything impressive. I mean, they're only a point ahead of Detroit. This division, ultimately, the 4th spot is really open because you got Boston 4th at 30, Detroit at 29 and 5th, Buffalo not that far out, honestly, at 20 and the sixth spot. And if you consider 20 being close, considering how early it is in the season, well, Ottawa at 17 really has a chance too.
Yeah. They got to catch a stride.
Yeah, exactly. But you throw a 4-5 game streak, that's 20 points right there, right? Or 10 points. I'm sorry.
10.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. And so that puts them, right up there in the mix. They're at 30. They got the number 4 spot, So it's really interesting. They can get a lot of divisional wins. That'll be huge as well. But I think it's going to be a battle. I think Detroit might have a chance. They really got to step it up though.
Yeah, they do. Like you said, Boston's still not 100%, still not clicking 100%. Marchand was getting on the board the other night with some nasty plays. God, when he's on, bro. I am a Marchand fan. When when he gets his stride with that puck, dude, he can do anything he wants. It's silly. But yeah, I feel like if Boston's going to keep missing like that, Detroit has the opportunity, and especially with missing Brano. You know what I mean? They these guys are stepping up for Detroit, and they have a good opportunity to seize that hanging around 4th spot.
And Verana is a seasoned player now.
Yeah, I would
put in some time. Has been around, won a Stanley Cup, knows what it takes to produce. Has played with arguably the best in the league, Alexander Ovechkin, his entire career up until now. He's now going to play with Dylan Larkin. He can come in with a little bit of sense of leadership. There's no Ovi, Nikki, Oshie, Wilson vibe in the locker room where it could be possibly intimidating for a player to step up.
Absolutely, I agree.
So we'll see how that plays out. But if they get him back, that could really be the tipping stone to put them into the 4th spot if they can get him going early.
I agree with that. Let's jump over to the Pacific Division, where there's a lot of stuff going on with these top couple teams here. We still got Anaheim holding down the number 1 spot, 16, 9-5, 37 points. Yeah, I saw Anaheim. They do with the young guns they've got. And you've got Getzlaf having the season that he's having. They could hold together here. Do I see them cup bound? Not necessarily, but I see them making some upsets and shocking people in the playoffs here.
Yeah, Troy Terry is off to a hot start with 17 goals. You got Getzlaf with 19 assists, Zegras with 16, Milano with 12. Zegras 22 points, Terry 28, Milano 20. Like, let's go. The American boys are fucking tearing it up over there in Anaheim. And they haven't had spectacular goaltending, but it's not terrible. Gibson and Stolarus really putting in their efforts there. They've done well so far. Their next game is against the Seattle Kraken, so you got to assume that's a W. Then they play Arizona. That's probably a W. And
some easy points.
Yeah, and then they play Edmonton. I think you come off a 2-game win streak, you're kind of feeling yourself. That could be a great game to see where Anaheim really stands. Are they the real deal or not?
Right. Sorry before we continue in the Pacific, dude, there's literally 6 games on right now. And talking about Boston, Vegas is smashing the Bruins 4-0 right now in the second period. I was like, hold on. I was like, I know there's a lot of games on. I don't want to check. And hanging on in the second place in the Pacific, which is, I don't think they're going to be there very long because Calgary's battling with the COVID stint right now. They have 5 players on COVID lists. Yeah, they're holding in at 15, 7, and 6, 36 points. I was going to say that they're at 28 games played. Anaheim's at 30, so they have a little bit of a pull in the league right now. But yeah, Calgary's going through it. And again, we talked about Calgary before. There's no pressure on these guys. They're coming in, they're clicking. They're getting the things done. Magnapane's having a hell of a start. We talked about him a lot last week. This team they're just playing hockey.
Yeah, they have some great goaltending too to really bail them out. This could really put things in a predicament because on their tail is the Edmonton Oilers, who kind of fell off. They're on a 4-game losing streak right now. They have Toronto tonight. It's Tuesday. And the COVID stint for Calgary could really leave the door open for Edmonton to start making a run to come back because I think they're at 32 points to Calgary's 36, right?
I believe so.
So that'll be an interesting one to see how this plays out. Calgary hopefully getting it together. I'm a fan of Calgary, so I'm excited to see what will happen there. Edmonton, Calgary, Battle of Alberta, though, just FYI for anyone that's interested, is going to be December 27th.
That's going to be a good one. Always a good matchup there.
Yep, definitely.
We got the Oilers holding on to the 3rd spot. We got Vegas, like we just mentioned, holding down 4th, 16, 11, and 0, 32 points. They're actually tied with Edmonton. So 3rd and 4th are actually tied right now. And San Jose's not chomping at the bit at 31 points. This is going to be, we talked about the Pacific before. This is going to be another bubble. This is going to be another bubble division. That 3, 4, and 5 spot is going to be constantly rotating the way this is going. But before we pass over Vegas, like we were talking about, Eichel's on the ice. We don't know when to exactly expect him back. But Vegas doing Vegas things, beating some teams that they shouldn't beat, losing to teams they shouldn't lose to.
Yeah, yeah. And we didn't mention this. Well, I'll just say it. I'll just throw it out there real quick. Edmonton Oilers, Draisaitl, McDavid, both tied at 45 points. Just saying. Just fucking saying, dude. Unreal
Records,
right now.
28 games played, 45 points.
Like, they have more points than some teams. Isn't that?
Definitely have more points in Arizona.
That's just incredible to think about. Like, holy shit. But yeah, Vegas, they're trying to get things going. Marchessault with 11 goals. You got Stevenson with 17 assists, Stone with 15. Stevenson leading the team, though, 26 points right now. That's huge. Another cap that's really tearing it up since leaving Washington. Excited to see his career blossom. He's a stud. Was a real game changer in the playoffs for them when they lost him. That it really hurt and it showed. And that's great to see that he is such a vital key to their success out there in Vegas.
I love that.
Leonard opting out of the Olympics early for mental health reasons. Yeah, wants to stay focused on winning a cup. That's where I'm saying. That's where a lot of players are probably going to draw the line. What's more important? I think that Stanley Cup really means a lot more to players than that gold medal.
That cup is something different, man. It's something different.
Most sought after award in all sports, I would say.
Yeah.
It's definitely the most beautiful.
Definitely the most beautiful, most unique.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's held babies, it's held beer, it's held cereal.
Everything. Sushi, champagne, ice cream.
Sure. I'm sure it's seen some things.
Caviar.
It may have been a part of some things.
Kuznetsov had it, so there's definitely been drugs done off of it.
Oh, he was sleeping with it. God, that guy probably never gave it up. That guy.
Do you think anybody has gotten semen on the Stanley Cup before?
No, that's just straight well, we'll talk about it.
On the bed as you're laying pipe to a hooker on championship night, and you just we'll talk about it.
This is for a post. Yeah, we'll talk about that because we'll talk about it. Where were we? The Pacific. Vegas holding it down in fourth. San Jose, like I said, charming the bit here in fifth. San Jose kind of like we talked about them a little bit different team in San Jose. Erik Karlsson blasting some bombs from the blue line, still proving he's a top tier defenseman in the league.
Top tier. You can say that again. I'm a big fan of his. I enjoy watching him play. Great team player. Great two-way.
He's a tryhard. I love the effort. It's why he's still in the league. It's why he still does the thing that he does. I love it. I appreciate it.
Yep, me too.
But San Jose holding on to that bubble spot. Rounding out that division, we got LA in sixth, Vancouver in seventh, and Seattle bringing up the rear in eighth, 28, 26, and 21 points there. So I don't think that bottom's going to change very much unless Vancouver can come alive. Like you said, talk about a team catching a stride.
Bruce is trying to make some changes. I don't know if it'll be like that. But we've seen what he can do. He can get teams to the playoffs. That's not a problem. He got Minnesota there, got Washington there time and time again. I definitely believe he'll get Vancouver there. Maybe not this year, definitely next year. You give him a full off season, you give him full training camp, preseason, and a full season to get these boys balled in, really develop, put his touch on the lineup and the roster.
Yeah.
I think Bruce can really get Vancouver to the next level. Can he take them to the cup? I don't know. And I really want him to win one before his career is over as a coach. I really want him to win one as a coach. But he's the guy that can definitely get your career going in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of on Vancouver, Brock Boeser just happened. He's showing that as of late. That's the thing. It seems like these guys are streaky, but not at the same time, which is not going to cut it. They all have to get on the same page here and really come alive.
Great players, young players too. They got Hoagland,
Quinn Hughes.
They got Quinn Hughes, Pettersson. They have these guys that could be that are essentially going to be next level players.
Yeah,
you have a Quinn Hughes and a Pettersson. These guys could be, the real deal. You could build a franchise around.
Right. Wow, Madison. They have Madison Bowie too. That's cool.
Yeah, whatever. He's been hopped around.
Nah. Yeah. No, it's just cool to see that name. Yeah. Let's jump down to the Central. We got Central. Minnesota Wild still holding the number one spot. 28 games played, 19, 8-1, 39 points. Sitting here in Minnesota. What a fun! This is I say this all the time. This is a fun, fast team. I like the Wild. They're fun and fast. They're fun to watch.
I was watching their game the other night. I want to see Kiprusoff be more aggressive with the puck. I want this guy to score goals. He looks to pass a little more than I
Yeah, I was
don't
going to
know.
say, it's like he's letting off a little.
And that has probably to do with the sophomore slump, right? He's a rookie. He's got something to prove. Now he's looking to
in this league anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm like I said, I'll just call it a sophomore slump. But yeah, definitely a fun team to watch. I love Zook as well.
Yeah.
Also been a big fan of him. Fiala, they have some really great talent out there. Who else? Greenway, another American. That's an American kid out there. I love watching him. So yeah, I think Minnesota made some big strides getting rid of the old vet Suter and Parise. I think they're taking steps in the right direction. They want to win. They want to win now.
And solid tending as well. Cam Talbot out there and Capo Kakinen, both having good seasons, under 3 goals against. That's like we said, that's going to be important. And they're holding down that first spot. Nashville holding down the second spot, 17-10-1, actually tied with St. Louis at 35, and Colorado's right behind them with 34. Man, this is going to be a wild division. There's going to be a lot of changes in the Central. Man, this is a good division.
Yeah, no, it's one of the better divisions in comparison to like the Pacific. But my question to you is, do you think the top 4 is going to have much jumping around?
I mean, Winnipeg is chomping the bit at 5th, and who knows with Dallas? They're only at 28 points. Like this is and the way Holt's been playing lately, they got a little life in this Dallas team.
Same can be said about Chicago, right? They're starting to streak together. They're 10-15 now. That was a much worse record.
They've got some bad luck. Like they've just got some bad, like they're having the bad bounce year. You know what I mean? They're not getting bounces. The calls aren't going their direction. The little things are not going their way. And I feel like that and their organization is in their way. You know, they've got they've still got the heat from everything going on this year. I know they're just trying to play and work past it, but there's a lot surrounding Chicago. I feel like if they're going to catch a ride, it's going to be a perfect storm. You know, if they're really going to catch a ride here.
Yeah. I hope the best for them. Want to see Fleury do well.
It would be
Patty Kane guy.
It would be it would have to be a career finish for Fleury. You know what I mean? Like he would have to come alive, and they would ride him out 15 games in a row at the end. You know what I mean? And carries him right into playoffs and gets smashed fucking round 1.
I mean, they have some great players. They got Seth Jones, Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane. I don't care how old those two are. They're still fucking elite.
I would still rate Patrick Kane. I mean, top 5, top 3 best hands in the league.
Yeah.
Top 2. I think the only one who's better is McDavid. Is that tough? Is that a tough one there?
Yeah, that's tough. I think Kane has the best hands in the league.
Oh, you think better than McDavid?
Yeah. Like if I'm building the perfect player, it's McDavid's speed and legs.
Speed and Kane's hands.
Crosby's IQ.
Man, I just got excited. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. Crisper. It's going to happen, bud.
We'll see. I can't wait to watch. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, no joke. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking. Yeah, that's the Central is not a great division, but man, there's a lot of opportunity in this division.
Finally, Colorado bouncing back too, and they're now just 1 win away from taking second place.
Yeah.
34, 35, 35, 39 to get to the top. They're sitting in 4th. So we'll see. Winnipeg, I'm expecting much more out of. I don't know if Nashville will hang around. I counted them out. They're playing well right now, but if you had to assume Winnipeg's a great team. They really are. They have a
coming
great
together.
Goaltender. Yeah, Alex Connors, Scheifele. We go over the roster week in and week out. Winnipeg is going to be in that top 4. Minnesota's played well. So my 2 that I'm on question for, St. Louis and Nashville. I'm expecting Colorado. I'm expecting Winnipeg.
Wow. Okay. So your top 3 is filled then, yeah. So
for the Central Division, yeah.
And if it comes down, I see St. Louis outworking Nashville and holding that. You getting that 4th spot. I see that.
Yeah, no, Berube, boss bench, he's really got something going out there. Torrey Krug's huge. Buchnevich the other night getting his first game-winning overtime goal.
Yeah,
they've got something going there right now.
Yep.
Will it last? That's the thing, right? So we'll see. But I mean, you have to ask: is Colorado going to last? They started off hot. They started off cold. You know, is this just a streak? You know, are they the ones that are really going to flake here? So we'll see what happens. I'm excited though to jump over to the arguably best division in the NHL, the Metropolitan. And this
Metropolitan.
Sound like a grandpa asking for candy.
There we go again. I took some water down the wrong pipe.
You want some Metropolitans in your mouth? They melt in their tongue.
Metropolitan. I remember Metropolitan. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Metropolitan. Get it out. Spit it out.
Spit it out. I've said it, and I'll say it again for the 5th time. Washington Capitals leading the Metropolitan Division with 40 points.
That's right.
And they are arguably the most depleted team when it comes to top 6 forwards or the star players.
But the injury
hasn't even played a game this year.
Yeah.
Nanthus injured. TJ Oshie just coming back. Tom Wilson is missed 3 practices. These are guys
was hurt early.
The only 2 that have stayed consistent, Kuznetsov and Alexander Ovechkin, who's arguably having a career year. You heard it right, folks. At 39 and a half. No, 38. Is he 39 or 38? I don't even know anymore. How old is Ovi? Anyways, 20 fucking goals, 24 assists, 44 points. That's right. Right up there with McDavid. 44 points. Kuznetsov right on the tail, though, with 30. And so, surprisingly...
He's 36. Easy. You're aging him here. He's 36.
Oh, no, whatever. His hair says 39. Goaltending is the only thing where I'm like, what's going on? But everyone else is in my face saying, Sammy, can't you see?
He's the real deal. He's the real
fucking
deal.
11-2. He's 11-2 with a fucking 2.47 goals against.
And how many shutouts? It's the kid. The kids. I don't know. I think you got to lift the Sammy goggles and you got to take a real look at the guy.
He's got 3 fucking shutouts. It's fucking
3.
Who are you?
It's real deal. Playing better than V, man. V just is getting murdered on the overtime losses. That's the thing. When I feel like when the Caps go to overtime, it is always not successful.
Yeah, it's not. It's not fun to watch.
No.
In second place, you have the Carolina Hurricanes at 39 points, tied with the New York Rangers at 39. Carolina is a scary fucking team, but
they are
Rangers this year, bro. The Rangers are a real deal. Look at this. Let's talk about this. I know we're talking about Metropolitan, but just because there's so many teams we've already talked about in there, in this one, in the top 5 alone, top 5 in the NHL right now: Florida 40, Washington 40, Toronto 40. So there's a 3-way tie for first. Then you have Carolina 39, New York Rangers 39, Minnesota 39. 3-way tie for second. And then after that starts to fall off, you got, Tampa Bay 30, 38, Anaheim 37, Calgary 36. But think about that, bro. There's a 3-way tie for first and a 3-way tie for second.
Yeah, and 3 of those teams are
in the Metropolitan.
In the Metro. Yeah. It's a crazy tough division, bro. And you got Pitt. People were counting Pitt out. You got Pitt climbing up to 4th here, sitting at 14, 9, and 5, 33 points.
Yeah, they're plus 10 differential right now.
Columbus is what, 4 points back here at 29 points. So I mean, nothing's in stone. But
and they just got Line. Line just came back, taking some time off, some personal time for the passing of his father. Rest in peace.
Wow, sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a huge comeback if they can get him fired up and stepping up on the ice and producing points. That'll be huge for Columbus.
Yeah, but I feel like the top 4 in the Metro are it's pretty solid. It might not be in this exact order, but this is the top 4.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to the Islanders. You asked me at the beginning of the year, I would have put them in my top 4.
Absolutely.
They're dog shit. And that's funny to say, considering Philly's right above them, and they literally had their ice shit on by a dog. But
yeah,
the Islanders are complete and utter dog shit now.
Yeah, not good.
Is the bench boss's time up in New York?
We've been talking about that. I don't know. Is it? There's got to be a disconnect. This is the same squad. I'm not a Torts guy. I don't know. Not a Torts guy. I'm a Gabby guy.
What's Trout's gonna do? He's got to get these boys playing well, or we're gonna. I bring up a coaching change. I always bring up Tortorella, but what's Barry Trotz gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Trotz has got it. I think he's
done.
And not done, but
you think this is why what Washington saw and got rid of him after they rode the wave and like see ya.
It comes in quick. That's why I think Trotz was a wave. He's a quick wave guy because he's a lot like Gabby in that sense. He can turn the team around and get you there. But then I feel like once you're there, he's like, okay, you got it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, look at the Islanders. The last 2 seasons have been deadly, arguably Stanley Cup contenders, and now
especially last season.
Yeah, last season.
And then they had the same team. They had the same team. Nothing's changed. It's crazy.
Still early though. There's a lot of hockey still left to be played. But
we're about a quarter.
From the bottom to make the playoffs.
It's a lot of work, especially for the top of this division. You know, it's because these guys aren't trailing points off here. You know,
and they're not in a division where there's teams that they can just beat up on.
They're not losing 3 games in a row and dropping 6 points. Like that's not happening. They're going to lose 1, but they're going to win 3. You know, it's just the way it goes. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this season, this division. Playoffs is going to be absolutely wild. This is going to be some of the fastest playoffs, bro. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I really can't wait to watch the playoffs, but I don't even want to get there yet. We still got some time to go. I don't want to see.
Yeah, no joke. No, not at all. I don't want to count anyone out either, especially with the way this year's going. But I'm excited. We've got some good hockey, man. Some of the best hockey that we've ever seen. Again, they just get better and better. It's incredible. And really what I've noticed a lot more this year, it's almost like the wealth is just spread around every play. Like it's not just your top same guys you're always hearing about. Like some of these guys are having career goals, like possible goal of the years, these saves. There's been like 8 potential saves of the years already, save of the year already.
Did we talk about that comparison goal of the year, McDavid versus Zegras? Which would you pick?
I mean, Zegras didn't score. His is maybe the assist of the year.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll call it the Zegras Milano goal.
Yeah. I don't know, but how do you take that away from McDavid, bro?
He took on the entire team and it's
squad.
But did you see what Tortorella had to say about it?
No.
He said it wasn't good for the game.
What Zegras did or what McDavid did?
Zegras.
Why? It's innovative. It's creative. He's old. Torts is out, bro.
Yeah, I think he really
keep the puck on the ice.
Yeah, exactly. Pass it 4 times before shooting. You remember that shit? Your coach made you do that shit. Boy's got to pass 3 times before anyone can shoot. What? I don't know. I would pick the McDavid goal, obviously, as my goal of the year. But
what are they calling? Well, I don't get it. What is he saying? It's not selfish. The most selfish thing you could do is like a Michigan. But if you have the opportunity to do it, do it. Right. And usually these guys, they're not going to attempt it if they're not going to fucking nail it. Like they do it in practice for a reason. There's a reason I do it 100 times in practice because they're eventually going to pull it off.
There's such a huge influence too, right? Because now we're seeing all these videos of these just from college to mites, practicing and just having fun and trying it.
That's the best thing about the sport, man. It's getting better and better. The younger guys are more creative. It's going to be look at the game that Chara's seen. Look at the NHL that Chara himself has been in. It's totally different. Just look at from Ovechkin's time in. It's totally different. 2006, 2007, 2005, 2004, like it's totally different.
It's only continuing to evolve.
Yeah, and it's going to get better and better, and people like Torts are going to be phased out. And it is what it is. The new bloods are coming in. And you know what they're doing? They're picking the puck off the ice and scoring goals, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. The Michigan's going to become norm. I mean, these guys are putting it between their sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, between their legs.
Every guy knows how to pick the puck up. Like, I can't remember who I was talking about it with at work, but I was like, you guys don't like, I was like, hockey's one of those sports where everyone is good. Like everyone out there, like okay. So there's obviously a difference between a fourth liner and a first liner, but that fourth liner, when no one's on the ice, he's hitting bar down from the blue line 20 times in a row. You know, I mean, like these guys they're incredible, the talent level they have. And all of those guys can pick the puck up. You see him hand the puck to the ref. That's because that was his example. He was like, you're right. Every time I see a player, like they always pick the puck up and give it to the ref. I'm like, yeah, they all know how to do it. It's just they're not going to do it in a game. They would rather look for the pass or look for the shot. And they don't think there isn't like, I'm going to pick it up. You know what I mean? That was just Trevor Zegras had the time and he basically oh, I can get yelled at or we can score a goal. What's going to happen here? And he made the decision and they scored. It is what it is. Didn't get yelled at, but I'm sure they're probably like, hey guys, it's not frowned upon, but it's a turnover. If that went into a turnover, they'd be like, all right, maybe let's not try that again. But because they scored, it worked. And now it's like, holy shit, that's an option. It's just like remember freestyle motocross, Carey Hart back in the day when we were kids, the first guy to bust a backflip. Motherfuckers are doing double backflips, hanging off the Superman seat grab, doing a backflip. Like they're doing front flips 360. The game has changed. This is what happens over time. People push the limits. And Trevor Zegras is one of those fucking guys. I don't know why I got so intense. I don't like when I don't like when people shun away shit like that. That is the shit, bro. Like, we only get to see that on Instagram and, like the occasional college game. Like, that shit is the shit. It is so good for the sport. So good for all the youth. And people that don't even know about hockey know about that goal. You see the guy pick it up and flick it. I was like, yeah, I talked to guys at work about it. Like, they're like, I saw that shit on Top 10. I'm like, fuck yeah, you did. Like, it's cool.
It's real cool. I mean, it got more views than there are NHL fans.
Yeah, the goal had no razzle. I mean, he just smacked it out of there. How many times have you seen Crosby, Ovechkin? They've all had those goals. They smacked the puck out of the air. But the fact that Zegras was behind the net, put it over the goalie, and Milano
you got to give the IQ to Milano too. He called it. He called for the mission. Yeah, it was Michigan.
Yeah,
Zegras. Oh, gotcha.
I feel like that was a show because he didn't know what to do.
He's like that stoner guy off that fucking movie. Fuck, what's the name of that movie, dude? It's an old joint. Fast Times at Richmond High. You know what I'm talking about? Guy out the van.
Just Piccoli.
Doesn't he though? Like with that.
California.
And then you talk, you hear his interviews like, bro, I bet him $100. O'Reilly. It's off. And he fucking Venmo me the next night. I was like, wow. Like, Zegras, shut up. I love you.
That's so funny. Yeah, dude. But yeah, it's a changing league. And I think, fuck yeah. I'm here. I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it.
I'm all for it too. What a fucking episode. It's been great to catch up with you. I want to go lift weights.
After I
gotta go eat.
Yeah, I got it.
That's the part no one sees. It's the part no one talks about. You work out for 2 hours and you eat for 24.
That's not me.
Yeah. Well.
I just stare at the pantry. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm looking at you because all that's in there is peanut butter and popcorn.
I've been going ham on peanut butter, bro.
Peanut butter is the shit.
Scoops full of it.
It's so good, bro.
Just putting it on everything, eating it just by its. I'm just like,
yeah, I grab a spoonful every night. I'm like, whoop.
This is my
big old spoonful. Yeah, it's the best snack though. Yeah, brother. Let's get out of here. Another great episode. Be sure to check us out on, drop the like on the Spotify, on the Apple. Hit the like, hit the notification. If you watch us on YouTube, thank you. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications, guys. Leave a comment. We appreciate it. It helps us get the page out there. Every little interaction we get goes a long way. Trust me, we really do appreciate it. Until next time, guys, be well. My nose was really itchy.
The boys from Men Behind the Mitts just want to say thanks for listening. And as always, be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media outlets at Men Behind the Mitts. Brought to you by Silky Mitts Hockey Club. Support the boys at silkymitsHC.com.